Hello, everyone, and welcome to another UEFN Build Along. I am your host, Dan Hutnick, and thank you all so much for joining us today. We have a very fun session to do today, so I'm looking forward to it. With that, let's go ahead and get our guests introduced. Excuse me. We have a few folks from the Tech Dev Relations team who've agreed to kindly come on and demonstrate how to create a live event for your island. So you know him, you love him. We got Josh. How you doing, Josh?
Doing good. Hey everyone. Happy to be back. Happy to talk about doing live events, the hot new thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And last but certainly not least, we have Magnus. How you doing, Magnus?
Hello, what's up? Yeah, I'm new around here, so I'm the new verse evangelist for Epic. So I will be, talking with a lot of you creators, and I'm excited to be here.
We're really excited to have you. Verse is one of the bits of feedback that we get the most that we really want to be able to dive in more of. So we're glad to have you aboard, and I'm sure we'll have you on plenty of times as we go forward. So with that, let's jump into the topic. Obviously, live events is the title, but what does that mean? What does it mean to have a live event, just in general and specifically for Fortnite?
Yeah, so live events, especially in the scenarios we'll be discussing them, are very inspired by Fortnite's own live events, right? We tend to every season do a big live event, and now this live event that we do is usually much more cinematic and takes like a team of a ton of people to pull off, and is very lore relevant. Whereas today it's just Magnus and I doing a little thing, but they're inspired by this idea that you can drive players to your game with their friends to experience this one-time event that they won't ever get to experience again.
Yeah.
And it's proven a great strategy for creators as well to drive their players back to their game. And so a lot of events we'll see will happen on the weekend, and creators will use this as a way to uh, tell players, hey, you should spend some of your weekend playing my game because we're having this limited edition thing. Sometimes these events include special characters or cosmetics or gameplay related elements that you can get and keep. Sometimes they're more lore related and are just about experiencing the event with your friends. In our case, we're gonna try to go do a bit of both. It will be somewhat gameplay related, but also somewhat lore related. Um, I'd happy to, I guess, take the time now. We'll show everyone the little project that we've thrown together
Yeah,
that we'll
real
be
quick.
building this event in.
Yeah, real quick before we jump into that, if you have any questions for the team here as we go out through the show, we're going to jump into a live demo. They're going to cover quite a lot. If you have any questions for the team as we go along, please put in brackets question in caps followed by your question, and we will gather those throughout the show, put them in a doc for me, and then we'll throw these at the folks as we go along. Probably save the majority of them for the end, but if there's anything that's really pertinent to what is being demoed, then obviously I'll throw that to them when we have a moment, when there's a free bit of time. So yeah, with that, Josh, you ready to jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So this is Magnus's and I's little project we threw together. This is really a mining simulator. And so the goal here is for players to mine. We've built out this little cave and have a bunch of these stones around. You'll see some of them are very high quality. Other than them, we're still on the dev art stage. So Magnus made these himself, so be nice. He never
What they
claimed to
lack,
be a 3D modeler.
what they
He's a verse
lack,
evangelist.
what they lack in fidelity, they make up for in charm. I swear, those are
Exactly.
so fun.
But the goal is, players would come in and they'd mine and then they'd sell their resources at the NPC here to further progress, buy upgrades, level up, that sort of thing. This is really just a little demo, and so there isn't a big deep game loop, and so you'll have to sort of use your imagination there. Um, and really, the plan is for this live event is to give players a bonus on the resources they're mining. So during this live event, we'd have the resources selling for a higher rate, and so players would be encouraged to come in, do a bunch of mining, and sell for a higher rate than they would normally on any other day of the week. And then if we have time, which hopefully we do, we've sort of set up this little like uh, interesting wall here with a totem on it and some explosives, which sort of use the like traditional Fortnite way of just having like a paused moment in time that is lore related and makes players go, oh, I wonder, what's behind that door, what's in the bunker, that sort of thing. And so if we have enough time, we'd love to also incorporate like a live event around using sequencer and taking down this wall and having another area back there with more gems for players to mine. So that's sort of the plan today.
Super cool. And I want to
Yeah,
just interject real quick. I know it's not the
yeah,
point of this session today, but I wanted to emphasize, especially for those that might be newer to development. Even though we're not strictly focused on that for this episode, Josh made that comment of like, there's not really a lot going on right now. It's kind of like a core sort of thing, and that is okay. It's actually I would extremely recommend starting with a core idea, making sure that that works, making sure that that's fun, making sure that you're interested in there before you start adding a bunch of more features and really extending that, because then you can get really lost in the weeds. And if you end up realizing after spending all this time working on all this stuff that actually the core isn't even really working, then you've done a bunch of work that you're gonna have to undo and sort of thing like that. So just a random thought that I wanted to chime in there real quick, but I thought it was worth saying. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's been one of the great things about having Magnus around is he's able to help build out these advanced systems while we're still early and build that foundation. And so we're lucky to have him to help walk us through the deep technical stuff of how you set these systems up, how you go about using our Verse API to run live events, uh, and all that fun stuff. Magnus, do you think you're ready?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so today we'll pretty much take a look at a very relatively simple implementation of a live event driven by Verse. The system we're going to take a look at is particularly lightweight. It doesn't do a whole bunch of, it doesn't interact a whole bunch with the scene graph. And that's also sort of intentional because to avoid, when you think about a live event, that's a sequence of things that happens one time, like one time ever. This sequence of these sequence of things that are going to happen. And so you don't want to kind of put a whole bunch of features, nest them deep inside your scene graph tree, and after the live event, you'll have to clean up. So yeah, there's both benefits and disadvantages, of course, to a simple system like this. But yeah, we can take a look at some code, walk you through what we're gonna be working with today. So I'll go into this live events system file. It's only one file. And yeah, as you can already see, it's very simple. Our live event is simply an interface that has a function that runs. And that's honestly how many live events in Fortnite are ran right now. It's just a function that does a bunch of stuff. So that's how we're going to do it too. Our live event scheduler here is a scene graph component that takes in a bunch of scheduled live events. It's starting a schedule loop, which will check the event's timestamp up against the amount of seconds since epoch and then run the event when the time is right. Further down below here, you're going to see an implementation of live events that are especially made for non-programmers to use. So imagine you're a team with a bunch of busy developers, and developers might not have the capacity to support running live events every weekend. So instead, your developers can get together one week and build a whole bunch of components that essentially anyone can put together in a sequence and create a live event with those. And that's what this is for. We're gonna take a look at that later, but yeah. First, we're gonna just deal with a very, very simple live event. So yeah, throughout this live stream, we're going to just identify fun features we can embed inside a live event, maybe 2 small live events if we have time. So yeah, we can pretty much just start thinking about things we want to do in this live event. And the first thing that comes to mind, at least for me, is giving a bunch of rewards. Being a part of the live event should be a rewarding experience. So in our tiny ore mining system here, where players go around mining ores, they take them back to. Let me turn off lighting here so it's not that laggy. Didn't change much. Okay. Yeah, so players mine ores. They come back here to this guy here, and they can sell their ores for money, in-game money. So what we can do is, when a live event runs, we can grab that system and tell it, okay, now you should reward the players 10 times as much coins for the ores they sell. So to create a live event with the system, I said this is just a verse interface, so you can create any object that implements this interface. It can be a scene graph component. It can be a creative device, as you see here, or it can be just a normal verse class. We will make a new file here. I actually have 2 ready here. We can do the Molten Mines live event. This is a simple verse class that implements the live event interface. Interfaces in verse is essentially a template for what the object must look like. So in this case, the live event just says this object will have the run event function. So in our Molten Mines live event, we create our run event function here, and we can do whatever we want. We can interact with scene graph stuff. We can do stuff with creative devices, anything. So we can start off by taking
Magnus, do you think you could zoom in a little?
Yes, totally. Is this good enough?
Beautiful.
Okay. So yeah, if we go to our ore mining system file, we will find a resource seller interface. This is essentially what lets players sell their ores for currency. And we have implemented this in the form of a physical shop with an NPC you can interact with, or actually just a conversation you can start. And in that conversation, you can say, I want to sell, and then your currency sell. So we can take this ore shop component and we can add let's say we create a multiplier then, like rewards multiplier. By default, we'll just have it be 1. If we go into our live event and we grab our, let's see, oops, or shop entity, oops.
While he's doing this, I'll call out that we plan on moving some of the verse that we write here today over to the snippets section of the forum so that you guys can use it, mess around with it, tailor it to your own needs. So if you feel like you need to be taking a bunch of notes or something, this will all be available to look through after as well.
And also, this is a good chance to chime in too. We also keep all of our live streams as VOD format after the show. So if you're following along and you miss something, or you join in halfway through the show, or at some point you have to step away and you miss something, feel free to reference those back. They will all be available on our YouTube channels for both UEFN and Unreal Engine.
Yeah, so to get our shop component, we call get component.
And we appreciate the clear and thorough commenting for the code as well.
Yes.
Extremely important.
So let's make this. I think this should. Yeah. Oops. We want to set this to something more. Let's say 5. We're gonna get some errors because we need to have our mining system. And then this is not public. Is enough, or do I need it on? Here. Oh, right. There we go. Okay. So now we've kind of created the very first thing the live event will do. And that's just grabbing the ore shop and setting the rewards multiplier to 5. Now this doesn't actually do anything yet here because we got update this function, sell all resources. And we want to actually, you know what? Yeah, we will move this rewards multiplier into the resource seller interface. Oops.
Why is that?
Because instead of having it be a member of the ore shop and passing kind of the information through the functions into the resource seller, we can rather have rewards multiplier be a property of a resource seller, which kind of makes sense because the resource seller should be the system that determines what happens when you sell stuff. So having the rewards multiplier here makes more sense to me, at least. So
I'll take your word for it.
we can just grab our rewards multiplier in the code here, go down to where we see currency is being added to the wallet, to the player's wallet, and we can just modify our code to multiply the amount. We're probably going to get error here. Yeah. Okay. For simplicity, let's say our multiplier is only integers. Yeah. Oh, valid access. Right. Okay. Cool. So usually in live events on Fortnite, there's this concept of the developer talking to the player, which is very fascinating and very engaging for the players. So let's do something similar. Let's create like a simple sequence of just messages popping up on the screen, telling the player, giving a player a hint that the shop is gonna reward more currency now. So we can do this very easily with, we're just gonna use some HUD message devices and trigger them in sequence. And there's a lot we can do. So Josh, if you have anything you want this live event to do, just let me know.
Ooh.
Too many options.
I know.
Oops.
Give him one very simple task and then one extremely complicated one.
Yeah, so we will. Oh, my Fortnite is falling asleep. There we go. So we'll say, hello, all players. Are you ready for the Molten Minds event?
Born ready.
We want this to go to
Breaking the fourth
everyone.
wall here.
Where are the options for? Let's put this just top center. And it's been a while since I've used this device with all the good UI tools lately. Let's see, let's give it like a lava color.
There's a couple good comments for the show. When the event runs, I want their heads to get bigger. I feel like what it would be very funny to do is link it to how much ore you've collected. So you start with a normal size
That's a
head,
good idea.
and then the more you get, the bigger your head gets.
That would be good.
That would be pretty awesome.
That'd like actually be a like cool persistent mechanic with like a bag on the back that we grow the more ore you have.
Yes.
Well, Magnus knows all about scaling things to be bigger.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that bug. Oh,
Right,
have
right before we
intentionally
hopped into
included that.
stream, I loaded in the session and started mining some of the Play-Doh looking ores
The
and
dev art ore.
yeah, the dev art ore, and each time I hit it, it just grew bigger, which is the opposite effect that we were going for.
It's not a
Yeah.
bug, it's a feature. And
Yeah.
it's just a really great moment to like emphasize that usually things that go wrong or any issues that you have when coding in anything, but you know, verse as well, it's usually like a syntax error or something very simple, like you had a character flipped or you used the wrong character, you did a plus instead of a multiply or something like that. It's usually very simple, very easy to miss mistakes that end up causing those sorts of issues.
Yeah, it was actually carried over from our reverse physics event that we scrapped.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know,
Although now, yeah, maybe
let's
we
actually
should.
make that a little funny feature with the live event. Like we can use scene graph scene events. It's a good way to highlight those. So
All right.
let's do that actually.
Beautiful.
Unironically, let's. Okay, so we can say intro HUD, show. This should show to all players. So in our OR, let's go to the, oh, what's happening here? Okay. In our OR component, we can modify what happens here if a certain scene event has been received. So let's and let's do this. Oh, I know a bunch of people are going to be curious about the mining mechanic itself because there is no damageable component.
Mhm.
So just to give a quick rundown on our workaround here, we have this hacky damage component, which which when simulation starts, it registers itself to a damage component manager, which is just a component that has a pool of hitbox props. So whenever an entity registers as a damageable thing, this prop will teleport to the entity. It has a prop manipulator kind of bound to it, and whenever the prop manipulator is damaged or the damaged event is fired, it will look for the closest damageable object to the agent that made the damage. So it's very hacky. I'm not sure if it's optimized or not. Probably not, but it works. So
Works.
that's our damageable setup.
Some of my favorite examples for or just things with code is these ones where it's like, just how can we creatively get the result that we need with the tools we have available.
Yep. Tiger called it out earlier in the chat.
Yeah.
Like,
So
oh, what do you
you
got?
know, before we can enable the ores scaling incorrectly for like a couple of seconds, we can have like a HUD show up, say like, oh, oops, I changed the wrong, pressed the wrong button, and then that starts happening. So it seems like the developer is actually,
Oh my God. This
back
is
there
so
pressing
meta.
buttons and yeah. Okay. Oops. Let's copy this. No, not name. Here we go. Pressed.
Someone also called
Wrong.
out how insane it is that you have the outliner on the left side like that.
Is that not normal?
I
Where's
mean,
the outliner by default?
top right.
Top right. Wait, what's over here?
Nothing.
Or like the add component
What?
window if you were
Yeah.
going like a little legacy.
Oh wow. I mean, I like that you can see like a long list here. Like you see a
Yeah, that's
lot of
fair.
the scene
You
graph
don't need to
tree.
defend yourself to anyone.
No, if it works for you, it works.
Don't mind ores now, please. Which is obviously going to make people mind the ores. Okay. Let's go back into this code.
Oh, we have at least one other person in chat that also has their outliner on the left, so you're not alone, Magnus.
They're
Okay.
fighting about it now.
Yeah. We need to run a poll. Where do you keep your outliner?
So we'll do this. Then what we'll do is make this a component. So it's a part of the scene graph. In general, makes it a bit easier to deal with scene graph stuff. So now we want to send a scene event. First, we got to create the scene event. Just a quick rundown of scene events. Essentially, anything in the scene graph can send an event, which the tree below the entity that sends it can receive. So I'll show you here. We can make this developer mistake event, scene event. Oops, event. So we'll make this a scene event. We don't need any data with this one, so we can just, let's actually take a look at the, okay, yeah. So we'll get the entity that's that this live event component currently is attached to. And from there, get the simulation component. The simulation component is the very topmost, I mean simulation entity, sorry. The simulation entity is the very topmost entity in the scene graph for your simulation. So anything below here might want to react to the developer mistake scene event. In our case, we want to be able to use that anywhere. So we're going to do this. Scene entity. And we're just going to kind of suppress this decidable failable function with a runtime error. So sim entity, let's see. We send it from, I'm going to send down. Yeah, okay. It's going to be entity.send down. Then let's take our scene event. Developer mistake scene event. This, let's see. Oh, whoops. Trying to send down the type. Instantiate the scene event. Okay. So let's go back to our or, where we can receive this scene event. To receive and know that the scene event that was received is the same type, we can perform a cast. We cast like this. We don't need anything here. Let's just do this. Okay.
Got a comment in chat saying that's a neat trick with the return error thing you just set up.
So this one?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So essentially, any failable expression, you can, if you have a failable expression on the left-hand side of an or and an error function on the right-hand side, the O or expression isn't failable because if you reach the error, yeah, the reverse runtime halts and all that. So
very nice.
Usually you want to be very careful using this function. In our case, we could also just have an if statement, which we will do.
Tom Jenks said in the chat, who needs if statements?
Yeah. Who needs if statements? We're going to do one in our case because why not? Let's rather be safe than sorry. So, okay. So inside this if block here, we now know we have received the developer mistake scene event. So we can do something here on the or component. Here we have a bunch of numbers saying how much the gem is going to scale when it's being damaged in the onHit function. So we can make this a variable. Let's just create the variable here. Scale up factor. Oops. Float. And replace this second keyframe entry. The second keyframe entry scale with a new to use our new factor here. And then in our developer mistake scene event, we can say set scale up factor to be, let's do 1.5. And now we also need a way to stop this. We can't just have them scale up forever during the event. That would be kind of crazy. So let's then go to our scene event, add a piece of data. We can just have a flag called was corrected. which in logic it false by default. But after, let's say 15 seconds, the developer corrects it on his dashboard and fixes the error. So we can say it's corrected true here. So now our scene event has data attached to it. I'll show you how we can use that in a moment. Oh, whoops. Going all over the place. Okay. In here, we grab our mistake event. Then we can set the scale up factor to be the result of an if branch. If the mistake event was corrected, we want to set it back to what it was, so 0.5. And if it wasn't corrected, we want to set it to 1.5. And we can write this as equals true. Okay. Invalid access for internal data. Need to mark this public. And there we go. Okay. So that's a fun little feature. Now we got 3 very basic things going on in our live event. Maybe we won't want some delay between the actual start of the live event and whenever the developer makes a mistake. We'll say 15 seconds here as well. Okay, so should we maybe look at the hidden area now?
Do it.
Yeah.
So in our mine down here, there's a little wall with some explosives in front of it. It'd be kind of cool if we made those explosives go boom when the live events is
Would be kind of cool.
Yeah, active. And obviously behind the wall there's a lot of good ores to mine, so it's gonna be a cool feature. Let's create a very, very simple level sequence for this. Doesn't have to be much, just a camera highlighting the wall, being exploded, obviously. Secret wall. Okay. So we want to take our wall here. Oops. Add the wall to the track. This thing. This. And let's. Okay. We want these to go away at a certain point, so we want to affect their visibility. So I'll take the visibility to be enabled in the start, and maybe the sequence explodes around, let's say here. We turn it off. Okay, didn't keyframe. Let me do that again. Turn it off. Okay.
You're a madman doing that at 71 frames.
You know what?
Rather than 60 or
I will
90.
put it at 60.
It's not about being a perfect round number, Josh. It's about what feels right.
Usually I'm very picky when it comes to stuff like that. But
2.2 seconds, 2.23 seconds sounds about right.
Yeah, we tried 2.24, but it just was a little too late. Didn't feel very good. So
if you reach that level of polish in your game, then I'm impressed.
Set up a play test just to stare at like 10 different explosions. Which one felt the best to you?
Okay. Oh, oops. Forgot a keyframe in the beginning again. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're missing a very important thing, and that's a big explosion. So let's see if there's actually
There is, yeah.
there is a
Yeah,
on the
gas.
VFX
Yeah,
device.
it's like
So
gas explosion. It's a Niagara
okay.
effect. You'll have to go into the Fortnite section.
Oh, okay. Fortnite thing. Let's filter Niagara systems. Gas explosion
Yep.
grenade. Okay. What does this look like? Okay, that's
Oh,
perfect.
that's
Ooh, love it.
perfect.
Yeah. Let's move this. Um, right around here. And disable auto activate. Go back into our level sequence. Add it in here. Then I think someone has to remind me how to play.
Mm,
Maybe maybe visibility will trigger the autoplay. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
And this is an important thing to emphasize too, right? Is like there will be instances for every dev in every scenario where there will be that one thing that, maybe they're not fully exactly sure how to do. And so you get in there and you try it, right? You start playing around, see if that works. If it doesn't work, you try something else.
Absolutely. Okay, so it does not.
yeah, we
Think
might have to.
might have to
Would
use the
we?
device.
Yeah, I was about to say we might have to use the event on the device to play it.
While we set that up,
Spawner.
this is going to be a quick just interjection to remind folks that if you have any questions for the team about live events, please leave them in brackets, question followed by your question, and we will gather those up for the Q&A towards the end of the show. Please keep it relevant to the live events. That's the team we have on here. Any other general Fortnite, UEFN feedback or anything like that, please check out the EDC, the Epic Developer Community. We have forums there where you can post your questions or search for questions or answers or anything like that that you're looking for there for just some general Fortnite stuff. Here today, we're talking about live events. So,
Yeah, and Magnus chat is yelling at us, "Do not use the device. You can
Okay,
do it
we're not going to
normally."
use the device.
It's the FX system.
Yeah, the component.
Yeah, yeah. Do that, and then
We need to rewind this. I swear I didn't see the plus. Oh, wait. I
yeah,
think the
there you
name.
go.
Yeah, okay,
is
it must
hiding.
have been there. The name. Push. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Let's see.
Yeah,
It's got to be an
FX system toggle
activate.
track, I bet.
Oh yeah.
There you
I,
go.
I've used this
Beautiful.
before. So
I know. I'm pretty sure I used it for our last our stream on sequencer. That shows my memory.
okay,
Oh,
that's
beautiful.
perfect.
Thank you, chat.
Love it.
Okay, and now we just need to move these out of the way. Let's see if this works. Can I? Yes. Woody. You know what? They might still be collidable. I'm not sure. So we're just gonna move them out of the way. Okay, let's see. Around here. Let's first make sure we have. Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, one barrel found its way
It's just
down.
slipped into the void.
Let's see which one is that. See you.
It's like me in middle school for a play, completely missing my cue and going way too early.
Not my tempo.
Yeah.
accidentally. It's too early. Okay. You know what? Now I think I'm scaling it. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay. You know what? We're gonna
Can we just hide their
undo.
visibility also?
Yeah, we can. I'm just concerned we're gonna have collision, but
Oh,
now I need to. Yeah, I think there's something I'm doing wrong. We're just gonna hide them. Let's undo our way back till they're all selected.
We'll hide them for now. And again, if anybody in chat has a
Yeah.
quick solution for that. I saw somebody in chat also say, man, they wish that they had a chat to help them when they're doing their stuff. Completely agree. Completely agree. The number of times that I like struggled on something for like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes when the answer was just like press the button.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Magnus, to
It
move them,
happens.
we'll just keyframe, where they start and then launch them all down.
Yeah.
Once the explosion happens.
Yeah, I think this is getting good.
But
And
it
then to
looks
top
good
it
now,
off,
yeah.
we need a little camera going on. So let's see. Where is the camera? Camera.
There's a separate camera button actually. So that's for the
Oh yeah.
track. Yeah,
Right.
there.
It's one of those. Okay. Um it's kind of move it back a little bit.
We
Oh.
could even add a camera shake
I was gonna ask. I don't know
blueprint.
how far we
Oh
want to go
yeah.
But
into
it
it.
depends if we want to make this a sequencer stream or not. We
Yeah,
covered
yeah,
all of this in our
yeah.
other cinematic stream. If you
Yeah.
want an in-depth look.
Even if we don't get to doing it this stream, please add camera shake when you have an explosion. You
Yes.
could have the most
Yeah.
amazing looking VFX. You could make it the size of the moon, and it
Yeah.
won't feel like a good explosion without the camera shake.
Yeah.
One of those little hacks, little cheats. Also, a slow either push the camera in a little bit or maybe just slightly tightening the FOV right before, like kind of leading into it to build up that anticipation before it
Yep.
That's a
explodes and
good
then zooms
idea.
back out. Little details like that, they go a long way.
Let's do that. I need to. This is very tricky when the camera preview takes up my entire.
You want me to do it, Magnus?
I was gonna say you're
I love
actually
sequencer. I'm
uh,
like, I feel jealous that you're doing it.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check in my
Yeah, check
changes,
it
and
in.
you can
I can take it over.
you
yeah,
can take over.
I was gonna commend Magnus for doing all of this on a small laptop screen, a
I
single
know.
small laptop screen. That is
No, when I use sequencer, I have like I pull up a second viewport for the camera and then
I say this with hyperbole. I obviously can, but I have like a thing in like my brain which is like if I don't have 3 monitors, I can't do my job. Like
literally,
it's just I
yes.
can't do it. I can do my job.
Yeah.
It's right, but like I'm so used to that real estate for the screen.
Yeah, now we're showcasing the beauty of URC. I have all of his stuff and
Yes.
ready to go. Are we on my screen?
No, let me throw it up.
All right. Yeah, we can switch up.
All right.
All right. So yeah, I already pulled his stuff. There it is. I'm not getting the bomb VFX for some reason, but
Everything else seems to be there.
everything else is there. Hmm.
We're in troubleshooting mode.
Yeah.
Maybe drag in a fresh effects.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Got some
'Cause
people going live
it is
pod fixing.
cute
Let's
on
go.
here, right? Weird. Okay. Well, for now, let's get this camera.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, I
there
just had to
was.
save it? No? Oh. Whenever I save it, it explodes.
I'd probably save more often if that happened.
I know. I want. Oh, it's not doing it anymore. Okay, fine.
Wait, you still don't see the
No,
explosion?
I still don't. I don't see the explosion, even though it's like
Try
two
try and
frames
like
in.
press toggle the auto activate on and off. Maybe that does something. Just like press the checkbox.
Where's the check? Oh,
When you click the effect, there's checkbox on the details panel.
weird.
The classic turn it off and on again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's work on this camera. That's nice.
Beautiful.
I forgot to frame it. Damn it.
I
I realized I didn't have the auto framing on. All right. Yeah. No. Mm. There we go. Ooh.
Setting up cameras can take a little bit of time, especially if you're like me, where you'll finesse them for quite a while. But
I
they're
know,
also really
literally.
important because they set, I mean, everything you can see. It
Yeah.
controls a lot of the feeling.
What do we think? IMAX?
Yes. Yes. We
I
need
love
we
these
need
camera settings.
IMAX framing with a Michael Bay explosion and and a nice flare.
35 millimeter. All right, let's do this. And then that's too fast. Let's,
Little easing function too, maybe.
mm-hmm.
Something people should, or maybe not should, but could use live events for, uh, is if you have a game where the game is oriented around, collecting stuff or just progressing by increasing some number to a ginormous value, then live events can work as a very good hook for new players to get into your game. It it'll leave players with a feeling that it's much easier to kind of, catch up with all the other players that's been playing the game for weeks and weeks, when you can jump into the game and just be thrown crazy rewards from the live event. Uh, so that's one way you can
Yeah.
use them.
Absolutely. And as you dive into and you start playing with experiences like this, it can be very interesting too, with kind of like the balancing that reward, right? Because you want to incentivize enough to make it worth, coming on and taking advantage of the event, but you also don't want to like overly incentivized, which makes them feel like there's not really a need to come in unless there's an event sort of thing happening. So there will definitely be some balance there of like trying to make sure that it's, enticing enough without going a little too overboard, which
Yeah.
is very fun in the short term, but it's not great for long-term engagement.
Yeah.
True. All right, I have our camera shaken now.
Yes.
Now I just need to dial it in.
And that's another one where like a little goes a long way. You don't have to shake the camera
Yeah.
super crazy.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe
I'm gonna
just
speed it up a
slightly, yeah,
little.
slightly faster. Got someone in chat saying this looks absolutely beautiful. Congrats, team.
Oh, thank you. I
In closer.
want it to shake a little more than
Yeah, the
that.
frequency, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's really funny.
I think especially without the effect, it's really emphasizing the shake itself,
Yeah.
whereas the shake should be supplemental to the effect. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Yeah,
There
yeah, yeah.
you go.
There we go. That's great. All right. So we'll switch to this camera. Explosion will happen. I might just like redo this.
I
And
was wondering if it
yeah.
just needs. And I still love just how quickly we got this set up.
I know. This is great. FX toggle, activate. I have no idea why this won't work on my system.
The new computer.
Yeah.
Send it back.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. We did get one person in chat said had this issue during particle effect in their project. Unless it set it to auto activate, it would never fire. So they're not sure.
Hmm. Well,
And again, this is probably another example of there's just that one tick box that you got to get, and you just got to find it.
yeah. Or Or it's just our fault and it's broken.
Or that.
I'll talk to the sequencer team and then the Niagara team because they'll probably be like, it's not us. All right. Well,
Maybe when you push your changes back to
yeah.
Magnus, maybe it'll be visible.
Yeah. Okay. So this is our little animation. Mysterious.
Love it.
We'd probably do some sound effects, but you guys wouldn't be able to hear them anyways. So let me save and check in.
All right, Magnus, live Foley.
All right.
Whoop.
So now let's see, we have a couple things that happens when the live event starts. Do we want anything else, or should we try and wire it up to the event scheduler?
Are you good to switch back to your screen, Magnus?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So,
all right, you're good.
okay. So I added a little bonus drop thing while the shop sells ores for or buys ores for more. So when you mine the ores, they will just drop more resources as well. So just to give even more rewards.
Nice.
So let's just see. Mm. Okay, set bonus drops.
Oh, yeah, someone said in the chat there's like a VFX not showing up in an editor bug, which brings up a good point. When we launch session, I'm sure it will work. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Okay, so we have a very, very basic live event kind of going on now. So we can try and plug this into the scheduler, and then we can take a little look at what these queue-based events look like in the editor. Okay, so let's go back to the live event system here. We let me find. We need to. No, we actually don't. Yeah, so we need to go into editor and create an entity. You can just take an empty entity. We don't need a prefab for this. Doesn't matter where it is. And this will be our live event scheduler. Right now, we have scheduled whole 0 events. We want to schedule our Molten Mines live event. This this gets tricky because this is a component and you can't reference that through here. So what we will do is we will make, let's see. Yeah, we'll just make this a creative device for now and make it a bit easier. For this entity, we can just replace with our workshop entity that we have a reference to. Let's compile verse, build verse, and all right. It's kind of frozen right now. Okay.
We're
There we
asking
go.
so much of your poor laptop.
Yeah.
Please stream and zoom and share and do the engine and everything all simultaneously, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay,
Sound off in
so
the chat if you want Magnus to get a PC. I'm just kidding. We're working on it. He just started.
yeah. Okay, we'll just put this down here. Let's configure everything we need. Right. We can't do an entity reference. Okay, we gotta fix up some things here.
Nice. Fixing up first.
So what we'll do, since this is illegal, we need to make this a component again. And we don't have to do this, but no. Yeah.
We had someone in chat say laptop development is just so much more entertaining, though.
So we need to change our schedule entry here. We're gonna modify this to make it work for our scenario by just having it take in an entity. We'll do this.
Magnus, do you have a mouse?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. Tom Jenk was wondering. He said, "Dummy's not
Okay.
using the touchpad."
Honestly, if you said yes after all that I've been watching you do, I'm like, that is some magnificent touchpad work. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one that I always love is watching the folks that use the editor and stuff with like the pen, like the tablet pen and all the stuff they do
Oh,
there. And I'm like, that's some amazing
yeah.
stuff there.
Okay, so we're gonna cheat a little bit and just let's see here. Yeah, we're going to reduce this to only do one event at a time, just for simplicity. And the unfortunate limitation of creative devices not being able to reference entities as of now. Let's see.
There.
Scheduled event will rather just be then an entity. We don't need this. We don't need this. And we can just create a
Are
new
we going to just start this by like clicking a button in games? Or
the
I'm
events
assuming we
will,
can't actually schedule it against like a live time.
yeah, we can figure out like the time for certain timestamp during the live stream and have it run then.
All right.
So we want, yeah, the timestamp float, which is
The people demand a real live event.
yeah, we will do it with this get seconds since epoch. So just so people know, in the verse module of the verse API, there's this function get seconds since epoch, and as the comment says, it returns the number of seconds since January 1st, 1970 in UTC time zone. So this is how you can time or trigger certain things based on time in verse. There's also a device, I believe it's called real-time clock device or
Yeah.
something, which I think lets you do the same. But yeah, it's very handy to have this as a function in verse, which we're going to use here. Time stamp, not the time temp. Okay. And then we want, let's do this. We can do, we can actually do, yeah. And oops. Yeah, so I'm gonna explain what I'm doing here in a moment because this might be a little bit familiar. So we have to.
Yeah, talking and coding is probably not in my skill set.
So here I'm using a function called getComponents with interface, which is not an API function. It's a little utility function here that takes a castable interface and gets all the components of an entity, checks if the component can cast to that interface, and then gives me that list of components. So if an entity has multiple live event components on it, then it'll grab all of those. In our case, though, we're only going to use one. So let's call this live events array. We're just going to grab the first one and schedule it in this loop. We're gonna make this take in a live event. Okay. Oh, yeah, so we got some. Here we go. Okay. There we should be all good. Let's build this. Now. Okay.
Moment of truth.
Yep. Okay, this is all right. So we can create an entity. Did we make? Let me just look through. Right. There it is. Live events scheduler. This new entity here is going to be our Molten live event. We're just going to give it the Molten mines live event component. Now we can get our shop entity, plug it in there. Take our first head message for the intro. On these.
It's all coming together.
It is. It's just some configuration. So the shop bonus, we need the bonus done message and the secret ring. Okay, so shop bonus. What do we say here? We can say go to the shop and sell for 5x value. Simple.
5X is pretty good.
That's a steal if I've
That's
ever
pretty
seen one.
Yeah.
You drive a hard bargain, but I think I might have to do it.
Then where can this secret room be? We'll show that before the sequence plays.
Nice.
So take our shop bonus. Shop bonus done. Secret room. Is this all good? Secret. Well, everyone, we want to keep state. And yeah, added a little, let's see if we can put some background music while the live event is running. Audio player. What's the name? Okay.
Like it needs to just be like something with the most energy and high
Oh yeah,
BPM
very
possible.
dramatic.
So you just
Yeah. Side
hack
quests.
away.
Oops. Gotta be something. There are music in here. Music altitude. Just try that.
You're
That
the
works.
only one who can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're going
okay.
to use the theater of the mind for this, but in my mind, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
when I play it in game, I'll share the Fortnite application
Perfect.
so everyone can hear it.
Okay, yeah.
But until then, it's a complete surprise to us.
So
So
Yeah.
pick well.
everybody imagine what it's going to be, so that way when it actually is played, it's completely different than you were thinking.
Yes.
Okay, so now I think we are ready to just put our new live event into the scheduler, and then we can try and hope that everything works. We need to figure out a timestamp. So let me search up timestamp. Okay.
It's 3:19 Eastern.
Yeah, let's schedule for 25 minutes on the clock and
Okay.
42
Perfect.
seconds. So we'll see. Schedule.
We're
Okay,
gonna have to
so
move fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say
oh
you put
yeah,
yourself on a timer now.
yeah,
This is great.
2, 7, 4, 2. Okay, I typed this correctly. I think we should be good. And let's. Okay. So I'll check this in and then you
I'll
can,
pull it, launch
yeah,
it, and then hang out for 5 minutes.
yeah.
Are you launching it an editor with audio, Josh, or is that happening in your
Yes,
Okay, great.
I will once I
Perfect. I'll have to make
sync
one
it.
quick change on the back end. So when we get to that point, I'll pull the stream down for just half a
right.
second.
I'm going to do a quick thing here because we noticed something was going on with conversation device. So we're gonna set up a very quick backup button for you to press to sell stuff. Um, oops. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. 4 minutes.
I was gonna say we got someone in
We-
chat saying, "No sweat, you got this. You're the goat."
I'm gonna increase to 27 minutes. I'm gonna reschedule so we can be sure it is in
Beautiful.
time.
Okay.
82862. Okay. Save. And meanwhile, you're syncing and pushing to the client, then I can show the queue-based live event setup.
Okay, sure.
All right. Let's pray for URC to
URC's got to be fast, and then pushing changes has to be fast.
Yeah.
And starting game.
And then my configuration on the back end has to also be fast. So if we
Yeah.
miss this, I will take the blame. It was me
Yeah, and
being too
I
slow.
switched mine over.
Okay, great. As soon as we're done walking through Magnus's thing, I'll switch mine
All right.
too.
Yeah, hopefully we didn't forget anything. Okay, so
And if we did, it's easy to fix,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
usually.
we'll take a little look now the queue-based live event system, which again is a way for non-Verse developers to pretty much create events in the exact same way as I did in Verse, except they're building blocks in editor. Verse can be kind of frightening to some people. They don't want to be in the text editor doing text stuff. So yeah, being able to make live events in the editor too, I think can be valuable for many people. So let's look at how this works. So the queue-based event is again just a live event. It has one single queue to begin with. A queue is just a thing happening, like in the live event. I named it queue, probably a better word for it. But the queue sequence, which is the default queue, is pretty much just a list of queues. So if you want your live event to only do one thing, then you can, of course, have just one queue do something. But the queue sequence is a queue itself that calls many other queues. So I set up some very, very basic queues here, like queue print, queue play sequencer, or a queue trigger, which will just trigger a creative trigger device, which you can wire to many other things. And you can even add a queue. Let's say you want just something to, you want the event to just wait or halt for some seconds. We can make a queue wait, which will just be another queue class. We can just grab all this, wait for a certain amount of time. We can have the verse call sleep on this queue. Now we're getting close to 27 minutes, but I'll try and quickly show in editor.
I got my session up.
Okay. So, okay, 1 minute. Let's see. I'll put down a queue device very fast. And you see in here, you can add. Oh,
All right,
loading
I'm gonna
again.
have to call
Yeah,
it. We gotta
you
switch
have
to
to.
mine.
Yeah, now we're getting very close. Okay, let's
Okay.
see.
Let me do a couple things here on the back end, and hopefully this will work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I heard audio.
So yeah, we got till let's see, 27 minutes and 42 seconds. So a couple seconds after.
Okay.
One more change I got to make. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's test.
Magnus, I think the HUD devices are playing off a start game still.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Hopefully they also pop up during the event.
All right, let's see if we have audio.
Uh,
Okay, so
you hear that?
We do. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully we get something going on.
I don't think we're gonna get the HUD messages because those already played.
Okay, they don't. Okay, so those should scale very weirdly when during a certain time in the event.
What time is it?
I don't know. I would say it should have started, I think.
We just got to 27, so if it gets to 28, we'll know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's now 28. Should definitely have started.
No.
No. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, the door opened.
Okay, so we got
What?
halfway. Did it just not call the sequence?
It should have reveal secret room sequence dot play. Strange.
I think I know why the sequence didn't work.
Okay.
We have to set up like the camera cut system, probably. I don't think it's on there.
Oh, like in the level sequence?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Back to the drawing board.
We will I'll take a quick look, see if everything is. So that's all. Okay.
We can switch back over to Magnus's. I'll fix the level sequence.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah, there we go. Camera cut track.
Well, we could try. Just doing this.
We'll use this as the final shout out to everybody. If you have any questions for the team with regards to live events, please leave in the chat in brackets, question, all caps, followed by your question. And again, please keep it relevant to the topic of live events. If you have any other questions regarding just general engine, UEFN, Fortnite, Unreal Engine, any other thing like that, please head over to the Epic developer community where we have our forums, and there's plenty of resources there, including making a post yourself if you have any feedback or questions or anything like that. So.
All right. I fixed the sequence. I pushed that change.
All right. So
Actually, I realized there was collision issues too, so let me fix that while I'm here.
And that's because the actor hidden does not disable the collision, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
And is your
okay.
workaround in this instance, Josh, just to move them?
Yeah, I'm just going to move them within a frame. Put them underneath the floor.
Oh, oops.
And a few chats coming in. And then this environment that we're seeing right now, Josh, that was you throwing that together, I believe?
Yep.
Or beautiful work.
Yeah, that was me yesterday.
Got a lot of love for the looks in chat.
Oh,
And
that's great. I
I
do have to
agree.
shout out the assets I got off of Fab. It's the Lost Mines pack. They did a great job with it, so I really was just putting them around.
Well, the way that you've assembled it is quite pretty.
Thank you.
The assets are only half of it, in my opinion.
I think I found the problem. I think we scheduled the live event for like yesterday.
Oh,
That could do it.
So I will try and
36 maybe? Is 3 minutes enough time?
yes, I
is
believe so.
it?
Or 30, 38? 38.
Because
Let's
you
do
got to
38.
take my changes too. Oh, well, actually, I guess you don't.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah, you
okay.
just push yours.
What's the
Yeah,
difference?
let's do
37.
this. Okay, 30. Let's try this. 1938. Okay, yeah. Or wait, what? Uh,
Oh, yes. I only did the cave. This one's just a prefab.
Oh, okay.
So is this.
Do you want me to switch to your screen for a second?
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, you don't have to. But you're right. Outside, outside is just a prefab.
Right. Okay. Coffee.
okay.
Have we done
I
it?
now I am very positive this is 3850. Okay, let's see. Check in. So the HUD devices they didn't have the show and round start enabled, so kind of had to be that. And I think
Hmm.
yeah, looking at the time step number, it was kind
Hmm.
of low.
Oh,
Live
okay.
events attempt two. While you're syncing and pushing that, I can continue showing. So there. Oh, right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Back to this. In this queue event creative device, you can set up an event using components like these, and you can just throw them together into an event. So I'll choose the queue sequence, which is just I want these 4 queues to happen in sequence after one and after each other. So first I want to print something, and let's just pretend this shows something on the screen, like an admin colon. Hey, everyone. Event starts now. Then the second thing I want happening in the event is maybe just a 5-second delay before I trigger a creative trigger device. So I'm just gonna throw one down. And so you see kind of how I can compose a live event in this device just by using these components. In this case, all the event would do is first print, then wait a little bit, trigger a trigger. It's kind of just taking um, various verse functions and invoking them one by one, which can be useful if you want to let non-verse developers create live events using a big library of these pre-made components. And those components can be such like, yeah, things affecting gameplay systems. I see the time is closing in on 38, so maybe we should take a look at the event.
You good, Josh?
I I got an error while I was pushing.
Oh
So I'm gonna
no.
have to launch a fresh session.
No worries.
We we could still be good. Probably not though.
We need that like action movie like dun 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 dun
I
dun
can try
dun.
and push myself also, just in case.
There's nothing like self-inflicted everything.
I know. It says that our live event system queue is abstract and will cause a runtime error.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, no, try and just delete the. You know what? I increased the time a little bit. Let
Yeah,
me.
do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'll increase the time to. Oops. Let's try. Let me look at the timestamp.
Maybe give yourself like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I
Is that,
think
Yeah.
is that too much? Not enough?
we will.
Should have used the if statement, Magnus.
It is the if statement.
You got confident.
It's the if statement. Okay, I'll up it to there. Check
This is a good question that Sire Hades had in the chat.
Mhm.
They know you can schedule things on a single date, but is it possible to have an event like a week-long event, or where it plays once per week,
Like a recurring.
a recurring event?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So when this checks in, I can kind of show you how you could do that. But essentially, you let me think about that. Um, I'm pretty sure you can use some math to make that happen. I'll go into the editor and we'll see what I can think of there.
Cool. All right, I got your sync.
So the first thing that comes to mind is taking literally how many seconds are in a week and perform modulo operation on the amount of seconds since epoch. Let's go in here. You have something like run every week. You might I think. Then you would have to check pretty often too.
Punk Cat Games suggested check the epoch time at the start of a session, and then do or don't do something depending on if it's in the window.
Okay, check the epoch time at the launch of session and do some. Oh, right. Yeah.
Because then you're only doing one check.
Yeah. That's a good point. So you would take a second since epoch, check. You want to know it's within Yeah.
A lot of
So if you have
variables to
if you have like a
consider.
window, yeah, if you have like a window of say 100 seconds, and now I'm kind of pseudo coding this first. You do something like this if this is below say 100 seconds, then run the event. Okay. So modulo This would have to be with seconds in week something, and that would be like, if I remember correctly, in a day. Can actually just do 24 hours. And then run event in here. So yeah, you'd our live event should happen through in here. I think it would look kind of like that.
And this
Yeah.
also goes to show there's a few different ways, right? There's probably countless
Yeah.
ways that you could do something like this.
Josh, what's your status now with the session?
I am in a loading screen.
Oh, okay. I think you might have to increase the timestamp.
What time do we have it at?
43:50.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe
Well, actually,
45.
I'm in the game.
Oh,
If we can switch to me.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait. Hold a second. There we go. Now we're up and running. Okay. And let's bring the audio back.
Did we miss it?
I think so. I think you have to, but you can on your side, if you go in the outliner to the and search scheduler, you should be able to just increase the number to let's put it on for 4730. So you see the big number inside the scheduler component. There's an entity called yeah. If you change the last numbers to be 94850.
The last four numbers?
I mean the last five
Five.
numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
94890.
850.
50.
50.
Now the whole thing should be 1775594.
Yeah.
50. Okay. That should be.
Do I need to push changes for that?
If it tells you to, yes.
It doesn't, but but I don't believe it.
Okay.
A safety
Do a
push?
full push. Just do a full push because we have time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And sorry, I did that all off screen, everyone. You weren't missing much.
Yeah, we've seen Magnus do it a couple times, so keep it in mind.
This is the prefab I was talking about. It's just the BR location.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait, so I thought you put that together yourself.
No, I can't claim that. No, our brilliant level designers did.
If Josh had the opportunity, it would look just as good, though. Let's be real. Oh, it is fun.
I did this lighting though.
I do like that lighting.
Beautiful.
Golden hours peak and just is. Beautiful. How much is it to rent a night there? Because I'm ready.
Seriously. Yeah, it was a prefab. I just dragged it from the content browser.
It's cool though. And I just got to call out those ore again. I just love it. So good.
These are the ones that grow when you hit them.
Oh yeah, let's show it off, can we?
Is it still pushing changes? Really?
Yeah, it's still out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay, I think you might either just be in time for the event or
We're gonna get it right to the wire, right to the wire.
yeah, let's see. Just run towards the mines
Run.
for the event to start. Anytime. $47.
Come on, we can do it.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Think it should have started. Is the door open?
No.
See if it opens like in a couple seconds.
Bated
I think-
breath.
Hmm. Yeah, then I wonder if there's something else going on that we're not seeing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm sure there is a way to do this, and it's probably beyond the scope of what we have here, but you could link that to a countdown, right? So that way you know it's triggering and see it and all that stuff.
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking. Like, can we just make a manual button?
We can totally make a manual button too. Let's do that.
Should we go show the expanding ones real quick?
Oh yeah. So that was me being
I don't
too
think
lazy
those are going to be expanding now.
Who has time to make a ladder climbing animation? Me.
Again, we're talking about dev art, dev code, dev animations. Just make it work, then make it pretty.
I tried to do something like better, but still hacky with the chair device. But even that was just like too complicated for the 20 minutes before stream when I was like, how am I going to get back up there?
Magnus fixed him. He fixed it.
So sad.
Another example of theater of the mind. Just imagine those getting bigger every time you hit them. It was quite funny. I enjoyed it a lot.
Tom Jank. When ladder component. Please. These are the lampposts that I said I made with scene graph. Which I did. It's true.
Beautiful.
I have a sphere light component. A mesh component. 2 mesh components, actually. And transform components. It's quite the setup.
No, that's the motto, right? Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Only add complexity when it's necessary. It's very easy to get in the weeds on stuff like that. Not that I would know from experience.
Nice, Magnus. Your shop locked my screen.
Live
now we should have
demos.
I checked in a button for you to
I'm back.
press.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna bring your stream down for literally 4 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a second check-in as well.
Oh.
All right, we're back.
As it's not available. Yeah, I think you can do this then. If you go to the Molten Live Event entity in the outliner, then
Sure. Let me just change my stream over to UEFN.
Oh yeah.
Is that cool, Dan?
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful.
Perfect. All right. Where do you need me to go?
To the molten live event entity. Oh, in the editor. The outliner. And then click the molten mines live event component and you set the start button to will be button 2.
All right.
And that should be it for getting to start.
I'll push those. Where's that button?
It's like you're gonna see it in the mine, right next to the shop
Oh, okay.
entrance.
Thank you, chat. Fix that. Little audio feedback. Sorry.
Oh no.
When you switched over, it kept Zoom.
Oh.
Apologize for that, folks. It is. You guys are really in that cave. There's a massive echo going on. It was immersion. We were here. It was completely
Lore
intentional.
accurate.
Yeah.
Here I can go more about the environment. So, someone asked if I'm using fog. Yes. I have 2 day sequence devices. One for outside here to get this like golden hour, and then the other one as a higher priority for in the mine. Which looks like this. So there's some like fog, and then I'm using and hide these some post-processing volumes to increase the like sharpness, the detail, and bloom, so that like the lights have a softer effect. There's a higher contrast, and then I made it all a little more green and teal, and then I made the highlights warm.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. And then these lights down here, I changed to be teal rather than like do different post-processing. So we have this like mystic effect going on.
And that's a really important just side note to say too for any devs out there. If you're playing with lights, avoid white unless it's specifically meant to be a white light.
Yes.
Avoid it. You
Yes.
just end up
Even
with
though it's the default, it's very easy to just leave it there, but it adds a lot more character if you don't.
Absolutely. Even just subtle, like you don't have to go crazy with it. We don't have to go full neon, nightclub stuff. Even just like a little hue there goes a long way.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're good to go. I'm gonna switch over my stream to Fortnite.
Perfect. I will return the audio afterwards so we don't have doubling up.
There we go.
Great. Back up and running.
All right. Is this one here? Start event.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, something's happening.
I do hear music, subtle.
Turn it up slightly.
No, it's not very action-packed music, but
No.
our sequencer event didn't start.
Kind of eerie, actually. All the little
Wait, it started already, the sequencer?
Oh, no, it didn't.
I think it should be like 30 seconds of
okay.
just the shop being boosted.
Oh, I see.
I think that's over pretty soon. The shop, you might have to use the
I just missed it.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the converse. I think you have to press escape a couple times now. Something weird issue. Try right click or something.
Eh?
Are you totally locked in place there?
Yeah, totally locked.
That's so weird. I was able to escape it by just, I think, pressing something.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, okay, well,
our
Hey,
sequence
and the
works.
explosion.
Yeah.
yes. We got largely
And-
functioning.
But we're stuck in it.
Yeah, largely functioning.
did the
We need a
Still
return
really-
from sequence setting and fix whatever bug is going on with the shop.
And the game.
yeah. Oh yeah, the sequencer. I think maybe since it force keep state, you got stuck in the camera.
Yeah, I just changed it to restore state on the camera.
Okay.
Is there a button that doesn't break the shop or no?
There should be a backup button that just lets you sell next to the shop. It's like to the right.
Okay. Just gonna move yours out.
And this is why, if you've ever heard
Or let's-
playtest, for reasons
Yeah.
like this.
Or shop. Let's see. Oh, you have to connect the button to it.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's. You can probably just yeah, throw down a button and then the or shop entity lets you assign one.
all right. I accidentally pushed changes.
I wonder if migrating conversation assets is broken or something. I'm not sure why the conversation device doesn't show anything.
I'm not sure. At least we kind of got the sequence working.
Yeah.
And I was getting double. So that part worked too.
Okay, nice. Just got to look into why it wasn't being scheduled properly.
I'm sorry for the state I got myself in. Do not try to fly while you're pushing changes. Nice. All right. Start event.
Little sound effect, little music.
Mm-hmm. Mine. We're getting 2 per now.
Yeah, that one is tougher to mine.
It's such a simple effect you have on that, where it's scaling as you hit it, but it still adds so much weight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think. Did you hook up another button?
No. I
Yeah,
won't sell it because I don't want to lock my screen again.
Yeah. Now, in 5 seconds, I think it should start scale. Or
I pressed the wrong button. Don't mind ors, please. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, yes!
Oh, no.
Yes! It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Oh, my God.
We didn't get the expanding head, but we did get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Secret room.
and
Oh,
Oh, we're
uh-oh,
still stuck in the
okay.
camera. Damn it.
restore state. I think the creative device force state like overrides whatever you put in the
In the
level.
sequence.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Maybe. But yeah. I think also the timestamps we used previously, I think they were wrong. Um,
Oh.
because I'm in I think the website is giving me my time zone.
Oh,
And I
Oh.
was mentally comparing to what would have been UTC. Okay, so I think just looking at the code, I think the scheduling should have worked if we put the right timestamp. Unfortunately, we might have used time that was way in the future.
and that
But
goes right back to that point I made early on, where like very often it's usually something really small and really simple and just a simple
yeah,
oversight. And this is a
Yeah.
great example of that.
Well, if you guys
yeah.
stick around for 7 hours, then we'll see it happen live.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the stream down. We're gonna come back in 7 hours at like 10 p.m. No, even later than that. 11 p.m. our time,
Yeah.
our time, Eastern time. And
But I think that's a good showcase of how you go about
Yeah.
making a live event.
perfect, perfect. Anything else we wanted to show before we switch off?
Uh,
Um,
not on my end.
not on my end either. But I'd
Beautiful.
like to just highlight to everybody that as people in the chat have been saying too, like live events, keep them simple. You don't need a crazy implementation. Just having a simple verse class function do the job.
Yeah.
It's good enough. And yeah.
Well, especially during things like this, right? That early moment. Right now, these issues that we are having, these little bugs and quirks and stuff like that, it's a lot easier to tackle when
Yeah.
there's not a lot to sift through. When you know you can quantify exactly what you've done, what you've set up, it makes it easier to kind of narrow down those bugs than when you go really broad and then you have an issue. And you're like, oh, was it this thing that did it or that thing that did it? And it just makes the troubleshooting a little more involved, the more,
Yeah.
big the project gets. So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all, and thank you both so much for coming on and demoing this. This was super fun. And selfishly, I really liked it. You add an explosion to something, I'm in. And then you add camera shake, and then I'm even more in. So,
Yeah.
super appreciate it. We are running a little long. I did have a couple questions here, though. Actually, chat has been very engaged, but not a whole lot of questions, which to me indicates that you guys nailed it. Right?
Nice.
But if you do have any other questions, please leave them in the chat. Leave them in the YouTube questions or comments after the show, stuff like that. We can get these forwarded to the right people, and then possibly, if we can, even respond to your questions down in the YouTube comments to get those squared away. But did have a couple questions for you. One very simple one is if someone started today. And I say it's very simple. This could go a lot of different ways. It can get really convoluted very quickly. But if someone were to start it today, how soon would it be possible to produce a novel event for a map in Fortnite? So I would assume it depends on what you're doing, like what your event is. But please chime in.
Yeah, I mean, so just to be clear, the question was how fast, or can you repeat?
Yeah. Like what is a realistic
Okay.
timeline for somebody to get started today and have something up and running that would be fun?
So I would say if you keep the event simple, you can have it done in a day. We're going to provide some code snippets that you can find on the forums, and those can help you really just get right into building the events. It obviously depends on how much content you want in the event and how well designed your other systems are that you want to hook into the live event. But yeah, to get something going, you can do that relatively quick.
Perfect.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah. And then another one that I had for you, this one's kind of just a selfish me thing. What do you folks hope to see the community do with these tools? What kind of live events are you looking forward to? What's that one live event you're just like, man, if If I had access to that, I would jump into that in a minute.
Ooh, okay. Well, I think like a great one to get started with is something that actually a lot of games like outside of UEFN do, which is, double XP weekends. Uh, give players a reason. They everyone has time off usually on weekends, and so give them a reason to choose your game over the rest of their collection and reward them for it. So I think that's a very easy one to implement. Um, it doesn't have to be like double XP like Fortnite Battle Pass XP, because obviously that gets a little more complicated with how we handle that system. But in your own game, your own level system, or double rewards or whatnot, sort of like we did here, is a great one to do. I personally, I really like the lore, storyline, live events, I think are very cool. Someone called it out in the chat earlier, and I completely agree. Genesis Studios does an amazing job with their live events. They're like just the best at animating and pulling together these storylines, and so stuff like that is super cool, and I love seeing that.
Absolutely. Magnus?
Yeah, I mean, any live event that essentially is a cinematic experience to me is like that's what I want to see. At least that's what I enjoy. When you kind of make the game feel like you're walking around in a movie, and you can, if you make the live event interactable, like the cinematic stuff that's happening around you happens conditionally on things you based on things you do in the live event. That would be really cool. But also making sure the live event uh, can also be rewarding for the player. Like if I feel like I can gain an advantage in the game because I participated in a live event, that's great. I want to participate. So yeah.
Yeah. I love the idea of having like your participation contribute to like a larger whole, right? So like having
Yeah.
a live event where it's just like, hey, because I was here and I did whatever XYZ task or whatever it was, I contributed to this thing. And then if we as a community reached the goal, then the event happens. Like that sort of thing is always
Yeah.
enticing to me.
Yeah. Agreed.
Perfect. Perfect. I got one more question for you. This one's more towards Magnus, and is a little more tangential to what we were talking about here. But obviously, we're doing a lot with verse, for this show. As someone who is specializing in verse, what kind of tips would you give somebody who maybe doesn't have any coding background or loose coding background? Maybe they played like a little HTML or something, or they're just trying to get into verse after knowing, XYZ other coding languages. What kind of resources do you recommend they use? Maybe like a starting project, anything like that, or even just some tips from you as you were getting familiar with verse that were just like, man, if I had known this when I started, it would have helped, me tenfold or
Yeah.
whatever. Anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, definitely leverage all the resources you find online, like the documentation on Verse, the Book of Verse, which has recently been published, um, gives you really good insight in how the language works, but also interacting with other community members is probably where you're going to find the most value. People are super helpful in the UEFN community. You have the official UEFN or Fortnite creative Discord, which there's always people in the helping channels available to help you. And when it comes to the programming aspect, just start a project, get hands-on as soon as possible, and try and fail. Try and learn from see where you get the errors, fix the errors, and keep things simple. You don't have to create the best system in the whole world when you're getting started. So yeah.
Yeah, and I want to emphasize that last part a little bit, which is like it's okay to fail. It's okay to try to make something and it not work. And
Yeah.
I would even say it's okay to even find that kind of frustrating early, but don't let it discourage you. Use it as a means to find the solution or try something else or find a
Yeah.
different avenue. It's very easy to get discouraged, but the second you get discouraged, the second you stop, now you've stopped making any progress, and that's the big hurdle. It's totally okay to try to make something and it not work and not do what you wanted to. And then for there to be a process of iteration and trial and error and trial and error. I mean, you even saw it here. Folks have been doing this for years and years,
Yeah.
and there's still going to be moments where you try something and it doesn't work, and you got to reevaluate, take a step back, look at it, tackle it again, try something else, and iterate. That's the way through. I shouldn't say no one. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like this, but there's very few people that just sit down and they write the code and it works and they're done. Right? It's usually going to be a process, even for veterans, even for intermediate folks. That it's a very constant through line for it. So don't jump in, feel like you can't do it, get overwhelmed, get discouraged, because it's a very common thing to do. Not that I've ever been guilty. I would never do something like that. And that's the biggest hurdle. Having the failure isn't the hurdle. It's letting the failure stop you from proceeding is the hurdle.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, thank you folks both so much for joining us and coming on and doing this live demo. I had a great time. This was super fun, super cool. And whenever it's shipped, let me know.
Sounds good. At the very least, we'll get the code on the snippet section soon.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's going to wrap up today's build along. A huge thank you to our wonderful guests for today, and a huge thank you to you all for watching as well. If you came in partway through the stream and wanted to rewatch a section, no worries. We post all of our streams in video format that can be viewed on demand on both our Twitch and YouTube channels. One last big thank you for the guests for joining us today, and we will catch you all in the next build along.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.